Good morning, everyone. I'm coming to you from the great state of California, IA, or Cali as we, or from here, like to call it. Anyway, I wanted to come on quickly to tell you how I use my Waterpik inside of my van. I don't think I've ever seen a video about this, and so I wanted to come on and show you how I use this machine. So a Waterpik, if you're not familiar, it's this contraption here. It's this little machine that sends a powerful stream of water. It's like a water flossing. So you're flossing your teeth with water as opposed to string. So it has like a dial on the side where you can turn the pressure up or turn it down, and it has different attachments up here, these attachments, and I have just a standard attachment on it right now, but it has different attachments for whatever your needs are. So if you have braces, there's an attachment for that would make it you more proficient in flossing your teeth. If you have like other gum issues, if you are using dentures, I think there's even something, and like there's an attachment for that. So it just has a reservoir of water. This one is, if I'm correct, I would say this is about 32 ounces of water, so a quart. But I'm not really sure. I got this online, and when I went to order it, I didn't even know that this Waterpik is actually, I think it's one of the newer models, and it's one of the smaller models. So what it's saying in the description is that it's a smaller one, and it's good for people who like have small spaces in their bathroom or live in a small apartment. And of course, this is good for van. So this one, what sets this one apart from the others, aside from its size, because the other ones are kind of like a standard size, they are taller and they hold more water, of course, is that this one is rechargeable. So I don't need to I don't need to have this plugged in order to use it. It has an internal battery that gets recharged, and it takes about 4 or 5 hours to recharge it. And the charge lasts about a week for me. It could last, I think, longer, depending on how much and how your usage. So if you use it, I think like 60 seconds, like they say, then it'll last like 2 weeks. But I use it twice a day, ideally. Since I've been in the van, it hasn't been that frequent. But I'm working back up to that. But it lasts me about a week, which is, I think, pretty good. And so then it comes with, a charger, which I plug into my power bank, which is really important for me because I'm trying to get things that do not rely on like AC power where you have to plug it in, or even DC power where you plug it into your car. So I thought that was really neat. And so I got this Waterpik. And so what I do is firstly in the morning, I get my water. I put water inside of the reservoir about halfway. So I get water here from my Berkey, and I put the water in about halfway. And then I use my little tea kettle, which I got, I don't remember where, but it was called a Kessel, and not a kettle. So I put some water in my Kessel, and I put enough water in there that would fill the rest of the Waterpik reservoir. And then I also use some of the warm water for my lemon water in the morning. So I have warm lemon water, and so I use this to put warm water, add some warm water to my Waterpik, so the water won't be too cold. But I put water in from the Berkey, so it won't. So the water from the tea kettle won't be too hot, and so it's a really good warm temperature. And and so I turn this on, and don't worry, I have the windows vented. I just have this on. I don't turn it on for more than like 5 minutes. And that seems like more than enough, because I'm not trying to boil the water. I'm just trying to get the water warm. And I use here either some peroxide, so some just regular, this is from Safeway, some peroxide, or I use some Soleil. And what Soleil is, it's just a mixture of pink salt and water, like filtered or distilled water. And this one I think is Redmond salt with some, I think it's distilled water or filtered water. I'm not sure. So that's just in there, and it's made this mixture. And so both of these are really good at clearing bacteria out of your mouth and contributing to the health of like your oral health. And so what I do is I fill the reservoir. I put some water about halfway, and then I turn on my kettle, and I use I have this little backpacking stove right here that I use, and I have this what is this, butane, and I turn it on. I make sure the windows are cracked and my fan is on, just so I can have a good circulation of air. And then I get the water all nice and warm, and then I turn it on. And then when I'm in the van, I use this little contraption here, which is just a Dollar Tree Tupperware container, and that's what I use to spit in. And I have a towel that I put down so like water won't go flying everywhere. And then of course I wipe everything down just in case, because like you're in such a small space, if something goes flying somewhere, you just want to make sure it's clean and sanitary. And then after that, I do my normal routine and brushing my teeth. And I just wanted to share this because, like I said, I haven't seen anyone use a Waterpik in the van, and I think this is actually a pretty decent setup. It doesn't take that long. It takes about 5 minutes at the most to set everything up, because it takes the longest for the water to get warmer than anything else. So once the water is warm, you turn it on, you crank it up, or to whatever I have mine set to, like I think 7 or 8. And then I use my water flosser, and it takes about 3 minutes, I would say. So I just wanted to share that. And so I'd be interested in knowing if anyone in van life uses a Waterpik machine, and if you do, what are the steps that you use? Comment below and let me know.